We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
This could be it! This could be a turning point! That was nice. Hold it ready. Push him down the field, offense! I can hear on this ride. Hey, Jupiter. Step offside.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now. You look at this Colt defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him right complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Jaguars at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10, it's Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with the all-pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. They'll swing this out to Moss. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Richardson. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll try and run. Taylor. And he takes this down to about the 2. That time they couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal. Richardson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lillikin. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
This have to happen. Ridiculous. Take him out. Way to throw it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw to
Getting into a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Keep it to 22. Do not keep it to 22.
First and 10, Taylor now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's go now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third down and 1. On the carry, this is Pierce. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll drop this one off with ETN. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A short throw pulled in by Woods. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now Richardson looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Richardson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Back to the air with Richardson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A give for Taylor running right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, one of the linebackers is getting it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Etienne up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So Lawrence will exit. And on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here by a point. 10-9. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point from McManus is good. He's up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A solid stiff arm. And he's got this down to the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
That complete to Downs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Richardson looking to throw. And he's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. He had a man open. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Richardson will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Well, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up. Get your courage. You gotta do it. Hey, Lion.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Let's go. Make some good plays today.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
We all just got a heck of a show party. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done.